This recording is going to be utter shit, especially considering the fact I am very sick. But since I've been typing a lot furiously by hand into chat, trying to rate everyone's and help everyone's fashion, I figure I'd just help. So I'm going to use Excalibur Umbra as a base, mainly because he is the easiest fashion frame, and also, frankly, the best fashion frame. And sorry for snuffles, coughs, and whatnot. I am very ill with the seasonal allergies. So the two biggest things is bases and highlights. General color theory is what makes good or bad fashion. And yes, I do like using prime lacquer because it has the most colors, but substitute as you can. One of the hardest bases to get good is black. Purely because it washes out everything else. To stand out in the crowd and make your fashion really special, you need either a really good popping color, if you get what I mean, like white, or you're going to have to really make black work, which is pretty difficult. So we're not going to be showing off black today because, frankly, it's a nightmare. So the color we're going to show off is the gold standard for just popping a color and making yourself stand out: white. Now, the biggest thing with base colors is that you only really want, or colors in general, you only really want 2 or 3, no more. If you have so many colors, you're just going to look like an Igor, which is not fun for you or the people trying to break your fashion, because you're just going to get 1s and 2s and 1s and 2s and 3s. So we're going to keep with that theme. Now, accents with primes, and of course Umbra here with gold, works really well if you're doing a really nice popping base, or black in general. Black and gold just works flawlessly. However, we're going to start off with the fabric, the secondary color. Now, red and white looks really good, but I've already done that. So we're going to try out something a bit more complicated. Yellow. So one big thing that helps a lot with fashion is theming. Trying to get an idea of what you want. One of the big ones I like doing is trying to get a theme around the location of where I'm at. The yellow works great as a sort of desert rat. Think Rommel in World War II, or better yet, the British. The British were way better. They had a lot of yellows to blend in with the sand. So we're going to try yellow out. Tertiary, this is going to be our highlight. As you can see, because this frame, the tertiary is the little black lines here. Putting black there, highlight, pop, very visible, very good. The gold, we need to leave that standard. And the color, I'm just going to put that the green because that is what I need for chromatic blade. Energy doesn't matter so much as long as you don't want to Igor people. If you want to make things really explosive, lots of blues, yellows, and whites are very nice to make people very angry at you. I'm putting black. You can't notice black that well. Now the second big thing, second big thing outside of colors is shape. Shape is very important. If you look like a big boulder, it's probably not great unless you're running Atlas. In that case, Atlas is based, and Atlas is the best frame ever. So, I respect you. But generally speaking, shape should be something that helps you stand out. And a great way to do that is the alternate helmets. This is a very nice helmet for Excalibur. Very shapely, very unique. You don't see it that often. Now, another big thing you find difficulty with a lot of times is attachments. Don't overdo it. Simplicity is best. Often in Warframe fashion, you see people attach all the attachments. The Signia, the Infera, you name it. They got all of it on. They look like Igor. They don't look... It's definitely, in a lot of times, a 3 out of 4 out of 10. Less is more, so we're going to do less. Let us go with piercing is a very good one, but it costs money, and that is a pain. You can grind out, though, Riv, and Riv is amazing for just prime frames in general. Or Umbra in this case, he's basically the free prime. You know, to pay God knows how much for an alt account. Find that within a Kalkara ribbon, and this is not bad already. Of course, EOS is also a really good one. And the EOS is fully free. You just gotta luck out with goddamn fucking bastard in the, I forget his name, oh well. And of course, EOS, you want to match the colors to the frame itself. Dex is a nice one. So we're going to put some Dex here. A Dex chest plate wouldn't be too bad as well. Not too shabby. Now, Farahs are... You can absolutely overdo an Farah. This from Farah is a pain mainly because it doesn't shade well with attachments. Unfortunate. But great sound people overdoing on Farahs. Okay, well, I have it black. Doesn't really help out much. This one is a good example. Look at all this crap on the frame. Unless you're doing a big old bulky tank like Rhino, I'm just going to help out with the colors here. I'll just put that to white. Should help out with it. No. White again. Why you do this to me, Warframe? Well, anyways, it's gonna be like that. Oh, because this was energy. For some reason, it's okay, that's a new thing. It tracks with your mainframe, right? Whatever. So, as I was saying, generally speaking, you want subtlety with your fashion. Because popping it out too much is not showing off with this here, so I'm just going to switch over to my frame to knowing I know I can get Igor with really well. Mirage. Do not do what most people do and make their Mirage an absolute blend of base colors. And a great example of that is, well, our buddy Decorator showing off his stuff in the server, in the chat earlier. It was not good. So a great one that gets overdone, of course, is Apex, but also this one, because it just doesn't change your form at all. And that's another thing with Farahs. You want it to match the style you're going for. Tails is great, it looks really nice, but it's a Mirage. This isn't a wolf. That's Varuna. Peach Blossoms or Trio Orbit work with everything. They're small, they're subtle, they're great. Nabris, Wings are pain when you're trying to play the game. However, if you ever get luck out and Konkura returns, get Konkura. This stuff works great with everything. Now, the big other one is Signia. Signia, there's not much of them available at the moment. And most of them are pretty bulky and Igory. And generally, again, the rule is less is more. A great example from one of what I did is this one. It is all as the Emperor has attachments. It does not have insignia because it doesn't work for the helmet shape. But less is more. And a general tip I give out with sigils is that a lot of the frames have like stuff on top of it, like this brand here. The sigils go on top, and it looks really good. Other than that, that's all you need to know with Fashion Frame. Don't go overboard. Don't put literally everything on it. The more clunk and crap you put on your frame, the more it's going to look basically like everyone else. You want to stand out. You want to make sure you get that platinum of rewards come around. Do stand out. Don't go overboard. Make sure your shape is great, your form is great, and you're very simplistic, but fashionable. Other than that, have a good day.